What do I do if my boyfriend hates that I strip even though it pays all our bills? I'm a 26, and I've been in the stripping industry for about 7 years. I've tried multiple times to quit and work normal jobs, but it's really hard going from making hundreds, sometimes even thousands, in one night to waiting 2 weeks for a paycheck that I could easily make in a weekend at the club. I've always been open about my job, I don't hide it, and every guy I've ever dated knew what I did before we got involved. Most of them accepted it, even if they didn't love it. About a year ago, I met my current boyfriend, 27M. He knew I was a dancer before we even started talking, so it wasn't a secret. In fact, in the beginning he was really supportive. He even came to the club a couple of times to hang out with me, and everything seemed fine. Fast forward 6 months into our relationship, and he suddenly had a change of heart. Out of nowhere, he told me he wasn't comfortable with me dancing anymore, and that he'd really prefer if I got a real job. I love this man, and I wanted us to work, so I quit dancing. I got a serving job at a restaurant to make him happy. The problem was I absolutely hated it, and more importantly, I wasn't making anywhere near enough money. I went from clearing rent in a single night to bringing home maybe $40 on a shift, sometimes less. I tried to tough it out for about 3 months, but during that time we went completely broke. His job as a tattoo artist wasn't paying much either, so we were really struggling. We ended up losing our apartment. At that point, I told him I needed to go back to the club so we could survive. He was upset and against it, but I couldn't keep living off $40 a day while everything fell apart. So I started dancing again. Since I've been back at the club, everything has improved financially. I got us a new apartment, furnished it, and paid for all the basics we needed. I cover food, activities, gas bills, you name it. I even bought us a puppy. He doesn't complain about my money when it's paying for everything, but the second I get dressed for work, it's an argument. He'll pick a fight with me right before I leave or while I'm on my way out the door. For the record, I'm not shady about my job. I don't do extras, I don't give out my number, and I don't meet guys outside the club. I dance, I make my money, and I come home. He has my location shared 24/7, and he's always welcome to come to the club if he wants to check in. There's nothing I'm hiding. Now, he's recently gotten a new job, and he's mad at me again for not quitting and trying to get another normal job. But I don't understand why it matters so much when I'm the one bringing in thousands every week. I'm paying all the bills and making sure we're comfortable. Why should I go broke again just to make him feel better? I've told him this isn't forever. I'm planning to go back to school next spring, and I've already got a plan for a real career after I graduate. But right now, this is what pays the bills. He knew exactly what I did when we met, and he was fine with it then. So why is it suddenly such a deal breaker now that he's benefiting from it? I get that dating a stripper can be uncomfortable, and I don't dismiss his feelings. But at the same time, he knew what it was from the start. Am I really the a-hole here for sticking with the job that's keeping us afloat until I can transition out of the industry?